Hey everybody, I am back from a week-long vacation in Galveston. I am in line to get coffee at 7 Brew. I just got my nails done, but I spent a little bit of time this morning making a GYST list, so I will share that with you in just a second. And today is going to be a weekly reset and plan with me that is all about getting back into the groove after a very busy month. I cannot believe my kids start school. Like Evie will be starting school for the first time ever coming up in just a week and a half. So this is week 5 of the quarter. I want it to be a really good one. I feel so rejuvenated and excited. I literally took the entire week off last week for vacation. I intended to write. I was going to work on my story. I was going to work on my content calendar. I was going to vlog. And right before I left, I said to my husband, I was like, you know what? I'm going to read books. I'm going to spend time on the beach doing nothing. I'm going to hang out with the kids and I'm not going to work at all. And it was everything I needed. So I feel good. I'm excited. So come along with me today as we reset for week 5, reset after vacation, and let's plan what's going to happen and go down for the next week as we move into the month of August. I can't believe it. Let's go. So I want to get my nails done. It has been several weeks and they look terrible. So I want to go get my nails done today so that I'm not doing it during the main part of the week. I need to finish unpacking, get all the laundry done, and put away the clothes. I need to order shoes for Evie for starting school. She has a uniform she has to wear and I need to order those shoes. I want to meal plan and then take a grocery trip, probably with the family. And then I want to meal prep and put away the groceries, and I need to clean out the fridge. So I probably need to move that up. I want to clean the kitchen. I need to tidy up the bedroom. Of course, once I unpack, a lot of that will be done, but that's kind of the main room that's a bit of a mess right now. And then I want to plan week 5, exercise a little bit, and then I want to set my Act 2 Part 2 deadline with my husband. Hopefully I can get all of this done. Sometimes what I like to do is just go through with a highlighter, or let me see if I can grab one here. Just grab this little highlighter and I will mark down the things that must get done today. So I know I'm going to go get my nails done, and I know I want to get the laundry done. So we have plenty of stuff. I need to get the meals planned and the groceries done. And then I need to plan week 5. These are kind of the main things that have to get done. So as long as those are checked off, I'm doing pretty good. I'm literally sweating after moving around so quickly, but I was setting a timer so that I could try to focus and get things done. Otherwise, I'm constantly fighting against myself that, like, if I'm going to put away clothes, I go into the closet and see that other things need to be organized, and then I want to get stuck in there. And I know on days like this, if I want to get through my list, I have to focus on progress, not perfection. Get the things done that are on my list, deal with the other stuff that needs to be done another day, and try to let it go and just stay focused. And something that helps me with that is setting a 10-minute timer and saying, this 10 minutes, I'm going to get all these clothes put away. And then setting another 10-minute timer and say, this 10 minutes, I'm going to clear off the floor, or I'm going to clear off this top of this desktop. And that's what helps me. I don't know if that'll help you, but I have like 30 active minutes on my Fitbit today because I have just been rushing around. So I'm going to drink a little bit of water, and I am going to see if my husband wants to come with me to get groceries or if I'm going alone, and we'll make a plan for the rest of the day, but I'm getting there. A couple big things left to do. The house is clean. Groceries are gotten and I've gotten everything prepped that I need for next week, except the biggest thing that hasn't been done yet is I haven't planned for the week. It is 6:30, so this is something I need to get done. I will probably do it while the kids have a screen. They have an hour on screens before bath and everything tonight, so I will do that. I also haven't exercised yet. I do actually have more. I have 26 active minutes for the day, which my goal for every day is 25 active minutes on my watch. So we'll see if I end up working out at all. I really wanted to do at least a little bit of yoga. So maybe I'll do like just 10 minutes of breathing or quick yoga stretches, and that'll count as my exercise. And then the only other thing on the list is that I wanted to set a new deadline with my husband for when I need to turn in Act 2, Part 1, because this is the halfway point. He needs to read it. I need to have it turned into him. So I'm thinking it'll probably be Friday will be the deadline, but I need to set that and have it done for the week as I get ready to plan, because that's going to play a part in my planning for the week. But otherwise, it has been a really busy and fun, active day, a little bit of family time in there, a little bit of grocery shopping and other things like that. So it's going well. I'm excited for the week ahead. I get to meet with Renee tomorrow. We usually meet on Fridays, but we're going to meet on Monday, and I'm excited for that too. So the house is feeling good. It's mostly clean and organized, which feels great after vacation. I do still have a little bit more clothes from the kids' rooms to put away, but I might just save that for tomorrow afternoon and feel pretty good about how it's gone today. So let's move on to the plan with me. Okay, so before I actually move on to writing things in my planner, I also like to take a minute to look at my Kanban board, look at all the main projects and tasks that are coming up. And I think about my deadlines. I have all the deadlines written in my digital planner. So I've looked over those. I also have them in my Notion. And I know that this probably doesn't work for a lot of other people, but for me, having it, my tasks and my projects that I'm working on this week or throughout the quarter in multiple places really helps me to stay accountable. It helps me to stay clear about what's due, what's coming up. And so I have it on these task lists. This has every like little project and task I'm working on. I have it in my Notion and I'm about to write it again in my planner multiple times. I'll write it once as a task list, and the second time I will write it into my schedule. And then actually throughout the week, I will write it again when I'm physically doing it. And I have found that for me, that helps me to stay focused. If I only have it one place, like out of sight, out of mind, like in my planner, and I don't open my planner one day, it's just not going to get done. And then I'll figure out 3 or 4 days later, oh my gosh, I forgot to do that thing. And so this way it's in multiple places so that no matter where I'm looking or where I'm working, like maybe I'm just in Notion and I'm in my other room or I'm on my laptop and I don't see this, or maybe I don't open my planner for the day and I'm just working in Notion or I'm just working in my office. I have all these fail safes so that I don't forget. And that's one of the things that helps me to stay on track. And I'm still not perfect with it, but this is a tool that helps me. So let's look at my Kanban board. So far, I've just gotten one coffee chat done because I ended up canceling all my coffee chats for my Sarra Cannon, but I did hit 10,000 subscribers on my second YouTube channel, which is very exciting. So thank you to everybody who has subscribed to me over there. I also have my edits up to 40K. So this week I want to get my edits to 45K. I want to do another live coffee chat. I want to work on my formats list and taking this brick by brick class from Vanessa Vale. And then I want to work on my website questionnaire because in September, I have a website redesign ready to go. So I want to get that questionnaire to the designer so that she can have all that information. Now, the other big thing that I'm working on right now, and this is all of these main sticky notes here, it's like the majority of sticky notes outside of my book, is for what I call Project Phoenix, which is re-uploading, reformatting, figuring out new keywords, all this stuff for all of my book files. It's basically just a way of kind of getting my writing career back on track. And so I'm going to be working on that this week too. So I didn't make a sticky note for whatever reason, I just forgot, that says to set up my project planner for Project Phoenix, which I am going to record, but I want to do that this week. So I have my sticky notes down here and I'm going to write that on as well. So those are my main tasks, and that will take up the bulk of the week, is the edits and working on the Project Phoenix. In my heart breathing school, I'm really just working on a couple of YouTube videos. And then in my 6 months for life goal, it's things like just watching some videos, which I will do when I'm putting on my makeup in the morning. I want to make some progress on finding a new bookkeeper. I want to exercise, and I want to fill out some new stuff in Notion because I do want to do some more videos for you guys. So this allows me to easily see at a glance what I'm working on. And if anything gets done and I have extra time, I can always choose another project and move it down the board. But I love seeing this and I love planning in this room so that I can just look up and see these things. So let's get to planning week 5 of Q3. So a little extra here is just to show this is what it looks like in Notion now. And I actually did have a friend that told me how to filter this according to week. So I don't have to fill in the filter like every single week. So it just auto defaults to what's due this week. So I have all of that in here. Most of it is for goal number 1, and it's going to be great. So I will be doing an updated video on my Notion setup, not necessarily this part, but I also have this content creation hub that I am going to share with you. And it's been working really, really well with my team. So I'm excited for that. So I'm just going to have this task list up and I'm going to use it to make sure I'm filling in my tasks for the week. So here is my planner. You know, I haven't changed out my A5 planner in a while, so I might do a new setup soon, but look at how cute these little paper clips are from Honeybee Shop. I will link her shop below. The planner is a Kiki K planner I've had for years, and I just love all these little clips. They're making me very happy. So again, I'm using my weekly pages and daily pages from my own HB90 planner. I print them on A5 paper that I actually purchased from Elamon Paper Co. It is pricier to purchase your paper, but this is particularly nice paper, so I will link that for you below as well. I always start out with these task lists. So I have goals 1, 2, and 3 for my HB90 method. And then I sit down, as you can see, I already did this on my Kanban board. So I sit down with kind of a look on that, a look at my Notion, and I say, what am I going to try to get done? And I just make a list of everything. And it is redundant to make the list and then also schedule out the list and to have it out on Notion. But like I was explaining earlier, it just is how my brain tends to work better, and it keeps me focused. And since I've been doing this where I get clarity on exactly what tasks I'm trying to do, and I schedule out when I'd like to do them, but I also leave some flexibility of, okay, so if it doesn't get done on Tuesday, I still have the daily pages. I still have the task list. Back when I used to plan in like just an Erin Condren planner or any planner that only had a week on 2 pages, I used to really struggle because if I had something scheduled for a Tuesday and it didn't get done on Tuesday, then where do I move it? I couldn't move it without like erasing or getting rid of stuff. And so having the task list makes all the difference for me, because if it doesn't get done on the Tuesday, I still have the list that gives me clarity on what still needs to get done. So as you can see there, I took my time to take every major project and I estimated how many task blocks it's going to take me for the week. And a task block for me is basically a Pomodoro session. It's a 25-minute time block with a 30-minute break. And now what I'm doing is I'm just going into my week on 2 pages where I'm going to give myself an ideal plan. I'm going to say, okay, here's the things that I know I'm doing. And I start with those. Like, we set the deadline to turn in Act 2, Part 1 on Saturday night. I have church in the morning on Sunday. I've got a live stream on Friday. Payroll taxes for my business are due on Monday. So I just start by filling in when things are due that are time-based. And then after that, I'll go through my task list and just start saying, okay, what else needs to get done, and when does it look like I have the available time to get it done? And so I'll plan this out, but this weekly spread for me is just an ideal. And in a way, I almost never fully stick with this exact weekly spread, which is why I like having the daily spreads as well, because the daily spreads allow me to just look back and say, okay, so this was the plan. Is that still my plan, or do I need to adjust it? And that flexibility is everything for me. Sadly, you're going to see that at some point, I think my husband came in to talk to me and I paused the video and I never restarted it. So I didn't quite finish this plan with me, but you can get the idea of how I'm going through. I mark in all the things that are time-based, all the things I want to do every day. Like I've been posting a reel every day on my Sarra Cannon account. And then I just make task lists for when I hope I can get these things done. And then as the week goes on, I do the best I can to stay focused. But as many of you know, most of us can't follow through with every single thing that we had planned, because sometimes we don't feel as good. We didn't get as much sleep. We had a sick child, or we don't have as much energy, or we're just not feeling good, or we're feeling more depressed, or something is just standing in the way. Or maybe it's a beautiful day and you change your mind and decide, you know what, I'd really love to go for a walk. And what's the beauty of being an entrepreneur or being able to, work on your dreams and your goals if you can't stay flexible sometimes, right? So I do want to continue to do that. So here is the full layout, and I'm so sorry for the lighting. I promise I'm going to work on that in here. I think I'm going to have to record it in a different space. But there's the full weekly spread. And then I have the daily page where I've filled it out already for Monday. I have all my timed tasks. I know that I have 16 task blocks available. And then I have decided the main projects I want to work on, along with how long I think each thing will take. And then there at the bottom, I like to mark how long it actually took at the end of the day. And this process works for me above and beyond anything I've ever used before. And I think really it's just about finding what works for you and then tweaking it until you've got the system that you love. So keep working on it. I know you can do it. I totally believe in you, and I hope you have an amazing week. Okay, so that is my week totally reset, and it took pretty much all day. It's 8 p.m. I saw that George got Evie into the bath for me, so I need to go read for her and say goodnight, and then I'm going to play some Diablo. I'm going to read a little bit before I go to bed, and it's going to be an amazing Monday, a great start to the week. I hope that you also have had a really good reset today, a really great weekend, and I hope that you are kicking some butt on your quarterly goals. I am over here rooting you on, even if you are behind or if you're ahead. Productivity does not determine your self-worth. So don't equate how much you're getting done or even the results that you're getting to whether you are worthy. I promise you, you are worthy of your desires. You are exactly where you are meant to be. And as long as you are not giving up on yourself, you are moving forward always. So believe in yourself, get those tasks, make your Kanban board. It's never too late to get started with a plan for the quarter. Even if it's just a task list of some things you've really been meaning to do, it will help you so much. So let's keep working towards our goals, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.